Hello my fellow miniature enthusiasts, and welcome back to the Viva Design Miniatures channel. Today I have a quick tutorial for you on how to install a beautiful budget-friendly dollhouse roof using the asphalt shingle strips from Hobby Lobby. Each pack of shingles is $8.49 and includes 12 strips, which is enough to cover 154 square inches. These shingles are actually just 80 grit sandpaper, precisely cut to look like shingles with an adhesive backing. However, I don't find the adhesive to be sticky enough, so while this method is inexpensive and easy, it still requires a little bit of hacking to install them properly. Now, hot glue isn't my usual go-to for dollhouse remodeling or assembly, but for this specific application, it fits my needs perfectly. You can use whatever adhesive you prefer, just make sure it sets quickly so you can continue installing strips without having to wait for each section to cure. The application process is straightforward. Since these shingles overlap, you'll want to work from the bottom up. My colonial dollhouse has a uniquely shaped roof, so I'll show you how I install around the flat portion of the roof and the dormer windows. Once you've determined where to start, remove the backing from a full strip and run a line of hot glue across the top. I'm using a dual temp glue gun on the high setting. Line up your strip on the roof so that the bottom edge slightly overhangs and press firmly into place. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so I periodically check to make sure my strips are perfectly aligned using a level and measuring tape. You can also run a line of glue directly on the roof instead of this strip. Either method works just fine. After your first row of shingles is installed, you'll start overlapping the next row. Overlapping is the key to getting that realistic asphalt shingle look. I prefer trimming my shingles after installation to ensure a perfectly straight edge, but you can trim them beforehand if that works better for you. For the flat rooftop on my colonial, I bent the strips to install along the top edge. I left the back edge unglued while I worked on the bottom layer of shingles, then came back with my hot glue gun and glued down 2 shingles at a time to finish off the roof. Most dollhouse roofs come to a peak, so you probably won't run into this issue, but if your house has a flat roof like mine, this is how I handled the back seam. Because these shingles are made from sandpaper, there are some imperfections. You can totally leave it as is, but I opted to paint my shingles matte black for a more seamless look. I used Dixie Belle silk paint in the color Anchor, and it gave my roof a bold, matte finish. Here's what the roof looks like after 2 coats of paint and trimming around the window openings and roof edges. My dollhouse also has 3 dormer windows with peaks, and to finish the tops, I used regular 80 grit sandpaper. Since I plan to paint it, the color doesn't matter, but you can find black sandpaper if you prefer to match your shingles without painting. I cut the strips to 1.5 inches wide using an X-Acto knife and glued them onto the peaks, then painted them to match the shingles. This is also the method I would use to finish a peaked roof. I used 4 full packs of shingles and 1 sheet of regular sandpaper to complete the roof on this large colonial. In total, I spent about $40 and I'm so pleased with the results. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more dollhouse projects and DIYs. See you next time.